Hi folks, welcome back to episode 7 of Solo in the Ark. Got the 206 females. They're going to be ready to breed with the second Rex that I got when I was on Carno. Didn't realise until I was editing the last video that I'd actually got an extra blood Rex in that inventory. So yeah, that's going to be getting bred for the stats into the line. Hopefully it'll take it up a bit more. The previous breeders, parents and fresh tames I'm taking with the imprinted temp mum, and we're going to go around the island. We've got the RG saddle, oh sorry, made another RG saddle for Sooty. We're going to leave Tweety here. I've got a couple of the cargo RGs as well. We've got 3 more Rex saddles in the inventory. I've already taken the other 3 Rexes up to the waterfall up here, looking for some super turkeys, and we did manage to kill one with all 4 of them. They're still not hitting very high, but it worked. So we're going to go for a walk around the island, see how many turkeys we can find. I've also got the makings of 3 traps. Yeah, I got the makings of 3 traps in the inventory for a baryonyx tame. I actually need to go and get a sickle, so I will be back in a second. So we've got the sickle. I got a set of hide armour while I was back at the base as well, just in case we get into some heat areas, because I'm still wearing all fur. Yeah, just a dodo. So I'll throw the saddles on these guys, and then we'll start taking a wander around. Bring you back when we see some turkeys or a baryonyx. And we see a turkey just up ahead. So we'll send the troops in on that. You see, they're hitting for 58 to 90, 58 to 80. I'm hitting for 95. The good thing is, with 4 Rexes biting at it, it doesn't really tend to get a chance to get a hit in itself. Overkill, possibly, but we haven't had a death yet, and we'd like to keep it that way. I'm actually hitting a turkey for over 100. So 4 bones. It's going to take a long time to collect what we need for a Dodo Rex. Once we've got the skins done, the emotes done. So, like I say, we probably might not be doing the Dodo Rex. We'll see how it goes. But that's how long it takes to do a turkey with 4 basically tamed Rexes. So we'll continue around the island, and hopefully by the time we get around to doing getting a baryonyx for a tame, we'll have a few more bones to show off. So we've just found a 130 frog. Hopefully we don't get sideswiped by a cat pro or anything while we're down here. We've just killed one with a Rex. Oh dear. Right, frog's in the trap. I misjudged how many door frames I needed for the traps, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to build a couple more for the last one that I do. But I'll be leaving this one here, ready for any baryonyx or frogs that come up. No, 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 no! I thought I'd whistled all them onto passive already. No, they're on neutral. This is where I end up killing the frog. Oh, he's unconscious. That's what we want. So some of the Rexes have taken a little bit of a battering. We took on 2 super turkeys at the same time. Also, with us being round near the swamp, we'll see if we can get any leech blood sorted for doing some fishing. So we'll get this guy tamed up. There's a couple of other frogs in the area. I'll have a look at their levels as well. If we can get a mated pair of frogs straight away, that'll be nice. We've got a bit of an issue here. We saw 1 super turkey on the beach, started killing it, and 3 more came out of the swamp. So we've already lost 1 Rex to death just there. We've lost another one somewhere on the other side of the swamp. I think I've got 1 super turkey left here. On the plus side, we've got 4 Beazle buffos. range of, I think it was 120, 130 and 140 on the females, and then I just took a 80 male just so I could get some breeding done with them. Absolutely no luck on the baryonyxes yet, but at least we can get a couple of caves done with the frog if all goes well with the breeding. So we should be able to kill this super turkey providing no more turn up. There we go. So I'll see if I can find the bags and get the saddles from the two Rexes. Little bit unfortunate, but that's why I was using these Rexes. It doesn't matter that they died. They were the first breeders and the unimprinted, so no real loss. I can go swap out and get a couple of imprinted ones, which will hopefully make it go a lot easier. So I ended up getting Sooty out just to put the resources that we've gathered so far on. We're going to have a couple of beaver dam raids, lots of tech dinos, a couple of drops. So I'll probably head back to base. I've got a couple of traps up for the baryonyx and beetle buffos. Got one over there. Got one on the other side of this swamp on the way to Green Obby. I've got the other one that I showed you earlier when we got the first frog. So yeah, I'll head back to base, probably breed up the frogs, get started on the Rexes because those mums should be grown up by now. If I see a baryonyx, I'll try and get it. Other than that, we'll see you shortly. So we're back at base. We've started breeding the frogs. First one out was a female, so that's just getting left to die. The Rexes are up and running for the breeding. We've got a temporary female just popped out. She's got level 221, only missing the health off of the male. So we're going to raise her up while the others are still breeding, and hopefully they will pop out the right level that we need. If not, we'll throw her into the mix to give them a better chance. Giving fishing a bit of a go. We'll see if we can get any decent blueprints. May need to push into the lake a little bit with a couple of ceilings to get a better angle on the rod. Only resources. While I've got that on a little break, I'm going to run and get a bit of honey. Might as well use some of it before it all expires. So one thing I do hate about frogs, the way that they float apart. So anything higher than 221 is what we're looking for. If not, it gets killed or left to starve. I've pulled 2 of the lowest imprinted Rexes out as well. The saddles that were recovered are on them. So I'll put about 12k health on them and the rest into melee. So that when they get healed up, they'll be ready for the next run for the turkeys. Don't forget, if you're liking it, please subscribe. We've nearly got to 40, so I think there's about 12 left to go until we get to the 50 subscribers we need. Bit of absorbent substrate, that's going to be handy for gas masks. And none of them are any good for us. Get these over here and then we'll go check on that frog egg. Now what we're looking for on this one is a male. And it's another female, so that's no good to us. There's only a couple of stats that we need off of this 130. That's the health and the stam. Everything else is coming off of the 140 frog. Which is roughly the same colour as the male, which is why I'm printing mating the other one first. So we can keep some red froggies. So I'm not going to bore you with all the fishing. So we just used the last bit of honey for bait, and we've actually got a couple of blueprints. Fabricated pistol and ramshackle ghillie boots. We've got a few bits and pieces of resources. Seeing that sap reminds me, I've got the tree platform and sap taps to make. So when we go back out, we'll make that the target and hopefully come across a baryonyx while we're out and about. If we can hit the levels on the frogs and hopefully the rexes before these guys are healed up, it'll be a big bonus. I think we've got a better ghillie blueprint. Yes, we have. But the fabricated pistol we don't have. We've only got simples. I'm keeping that just for the fact of it's a primitive saddle at 43. Let's see how low we can get a primitive saddle on the blueprints. Very quickly, let's see if we can get this raw prime fish meat cooked up. Guessing with all these freezings, the Rexes have just hatched. It's a male. And it has got the health and the stamina, so that is these done for now. Unfortunately, it didn't bring across the colour. So we're part way done on the frog mission. While we're doing the frogs, we could always now use these three that I've got spare. The 120 was no good for the stats. I wonder if we're going to get any turkey spawn in near the pond. $19, $13, $224. That's the one we want. Not quite as high as I was hoping, but if we leave these two to grow up and then breed them, we should get the base mum fairly quickly. Try and make sure these have got a few stacks of food on, just in case the feeding trough runs out. switch the others off breeding, and that means we've got a bit more cannon fodder. I'm not going to get rid of these until the others are actually grown up. The way it's going, excuse me, the way it's going, we're probably going to have to go and do another run for cryopods shortly, because we do seem to be filling them up fairly quick. I think I might also see about getting a pair of scissors made and see what haircuts are available to us. We've got a fair bit of meat sat in that corner now, ready for harvesting. Oh! We've just got a base one. So the Rex project is now finished. We can see about getting some more bred up when these are raised, getting them imprinted, and they're going to be the army, or the main part of the army. We'll use some of the others that we've already imprinted as cannon fodder and for running around, like for the doing the turkeys and things like that. If we can find a Rex blueprint, all the better. We can even see about possibly getting some saddles made up. So while I'm doing the bits with the frogs, waiting for them to to grow up and start on the next breed, I'll do a bit more fishing, get those Rexes over there healed up, and hopefully get the others grown up. So I'll bring you back when we're ready to go and do the tree platform and sap taps. Just struck lucky with the fishing. We've got a 51.3 BP RG saddle. If we can get the sap sorted soon, we can get a mind wipe done and hopefully boost that up to a good 80, possibly 100. Also got a scuba BP leggings, I think it was. Yeah. Not really needed, only really need flippers and the mask, the tank, sorry, for breathing. But it's an additional blueprint, it'll go in the box. Oh, looks like piranhas have just spawned in. I knew fishing was going to be a bad idea. Where did the fog go? Something to bear in mind, don't go fishing while you're breeding frogs. I'll leave that Rex in there as a temptation for the piranhas. Okay, we're down at the redwoods. We're at the little fishing lake that's down here. And I'm going to be putting the tree platform on one of these redwoods just here. Mainly because it's right next to the swamp cave. Wondering if I can place it so I can also get that beehive. No, I'll be just covering it. I'll put it nice and low down there, saves me messing around climbing up. But yeah, the swamp cave is... No, I always struggle finding this entrance to begin with. Just there. I'm sure I also just saw a thylacolea run past me a second ago. So still no luck on the baryonyx, unfortunately. Not through want of trying or looking. So I'm thinking we may just go for a direwolf or even stick with the frogs to begin with to see how we go on the caves. Always open the sap taps once you've placed them because they do sometimes glitch and don't collect anything. In regard to the breeding, we haven't looked at the carnos yet. But the frogs, we've hit breeding pair and got one imprinted, and the Rexes we've actually got higher than what we were originally looked at. The torpor stat on the female made it a 224, but it didn't have the oxy. So after breeding that mum and the 224 mum and dad together, I've ended up with a 229. So that breeding pair is currently on the go. So we're going to see about getting, next project is mind wipes. See if I can get a couple of them made up. I'll craft a frog saddle from the blueprint I've got. And then we might see about hitting the lava cave or the swampy cave, well, I say swamp cave, the insect cave that's near the volcano. So, hope you enjoyed it, folks. Take care, have fun, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.